An inspiring business is not a business, just like an inspiring artist is not a true independent artist. I know this is gonna ruffle some feathers, a lot of people are gonna go emotional about this, but I'm gonna obviously explain this whole theory, and this is really free game for marketing agencies, funny enough. I'm gonna give this to my competitors, but I think also if you're an entrepreneur or an artist or DJ or producer, understanding the psychology of who you're targeting and who you're dealing with, whether it's a business or a consumer, is crucially important. So again, let me repeat, an inspiring business in the marketing world, in human psychology, is most of the time not a true business. And let me explain that, and let's dive deep into it. What's going on, guys? My name is Matei. Another day for Music Biz Daily. If you wait till the end of the video, I'm gonna let you know what I got going on this month, what we have going on in the Indie Artist Accelerator, and how me and my team can help you. But let me continue on with this particular topic. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because, recently we've kind of embarked on my company. We are expanding towards helping entrepreneurs basically set up webinars, online classes, and generate leads through digital advertising, obviously. And when I'm teaching my team about how to approach the marketing, I'm always telling them we got to do, we have a certain process where we do in-depth research of understanding the market, understanding the consumer or the business. And here's what I want to say about that, right? An inspiring entrepreneur or an inspiring business is not a business for these reasons. When you're still in the stage of where you just want to change your job or your lifestyle, you're going from 9 to 5 to being an entrepreneur, it's very emotional for you. So if I'm coming up with, let's say, taglines or different copy to use in the ads, I'm going to be more like, are you sick and tired of your 9 to 5? Are you not able to spend enough time with your kids? Do you want to be in control of your time? Blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about emotional things that they can relate to that will get them to engage with the messaging. When you go into a business, you don't necessarily, you could use emotion, but what's going to work better is talking about numbers, bottom line. For example, are you not able to achieve a customer acquisition cost that leaves you a 40% profit margin? That's an ad that a business will interact with, whereas the consumer who's trying to be a business but is yet not a business is not going to interact with, is probably going to be over top of their head, and it's not something that works. Trust me, we've done this many, many times, and we understand that. So let me give you another example, right? Again, consumers think with their emotions. Like, imagine going to a store and buying some shoes or buying a t-shirt or some clothes. Nobody's gonna bust out a calculator and start thinking like, oh, how's it gonna compare to my bottom line and my monthly expenses and all that. Most, at least in America, most consumers, most individuals generally don't do that. I think you should know your finances. That's the way I roll. That's the way I was taught since being a child. But most people don't do what they think with their emotions. Oh, I like this awesome shirt. Oh, Nike just put out the shoe I wanted. They're gonna buy it. Whereas in the business, even at our company, even a $50 a month purchase or a $29.99 course that we're buying or anything is always calculated, in our accountant brings it up at the end of the month or sometimes mid-month and say, this is how much you're spending on that, this is your profit margin, this is how it was affected. And I'm not saying we don't make sometimes gut decisions in business, infusing that is important, but most of the time it's all calculated, and it should be, because you're a business. That's why I always say a aspiring artist is not an independent artist yet, because a true independent artist is making a living from their craft, operates like a business for the most part. And it's okay to say I'm an inspiring independent artist. I'm trying to learn the business. I'm trying to get to that point where I throw 80% of the emotions out of it and I put my business scientific cap on, and I'm thinking about numbers, bottom lines, improvements, iterations, experimentation, all of that. Let me talk about another thing, right? Because it's definitely way, way easier to reach consumers because they are emotional. And if you know how to play to their emotions with ads, you're gonna get them. That's why it's not difficult for us to build you a fan base, because essentially we're going after the consumer. But as soon as you start going after businesses, B2B, it gets that much more difficult. Let me give you many examples I can give you. Put it this way, when you're trying to target CEOs of companies or directors of developments or like marketing directors and things like that, usually those people are at the top of their field. They're working for bigger companies. They got there for a reason. And then they're, again, most of, not all, but most of the time they're in a point of their life where they're trying to achieve a work-life balance. So you're not going to get them on social media. They're more diligent in that. They're focused on their business when they're at work. They're not fucking scrolling through Instagram or Facebook wasting their time because they're a director. They're not an employee sitting in the cubicle. And when they get home, they want to spend time with their kids or whatever. So social media ads or digital marketing is not the greatest way to approach these type of individuals. However, I'll give you an example. When I had my company Renew It, we try to reach out to basically directors of multi-family management, real estate management companies. We could not get him even on LinkedIn. It was very difficult to reach him online. I'm not saying it's impossible, it was very difficult. However, when we paid $20,000 to be in a particular association, it was like the Mid-Atlantic Association of commercial real estate and like multifamily, then we generated $3 million worth of business because my business partner went to these meetings and in person generated these relationships, and that's how those things got closed. Same thing here, like in the music industry. If I want to reach the average fan, digital marketing is the greatest way to do it. If I'm trying to reach a CEO of a record label, director of marketing of a record label, it's going to be much more difficult through ads. But if I go to an ASCAP, whatever, like an ASCAP meeting or a, what do they call, expos, or if I go to a South by Southwest, or if I go to some like smaller circle, the music industry pros, you know what I'm saying, some type of an event, and network that way. That's why I always say physical marketing and networking, never throw that away. It's super important. That's what you need when you start targeting businesses. I just want to bring this up because let's face it, a lot of you guys, you want to be a business, and I respect that. Maybe you should join my NDR's accelerator to become like a business. But in the beginning, you're really a consumer, or most businesses, most entrepreneurs that are getting started, they're easily targeted as a consumer than as a business. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I could, go about this all day. We know what we're doing. We know how to target both. Otherwise, we wouldn't, start going after a different type of business line within our digital marketing agency other than entertainment. But this is the reality. You need to be able to identify your consumer, because sometimes they may be a business. And if you know that, you need to act accordingly, create copy accordingly, create ads accordingly, and maybe realize that digital marketing, even though you should run it at smaller levels, that's not where most of your business is going to come from. Networking and physical marketing and things like that is a better option for you to target a business. I'm going to leave it at that. Again, if you want to know what me and my team do and how we can help you, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you hit the link in the bio. When you do that, hit the Indie Artist Accelerator, because if you're in that community, I'm going to teach you how to be a business at the end of the day. Yes, it's an entertainment, but come to find out, I got lawyers in there. I have people that are launching fashion lines. I have somebody that had a cooking blog, and they're learning an incredible amount of information to act like a business. So make sure you join that if you haven't already. Check me out on Twitch every single week on Mondays with Clinton Sparks on his show, Win Big with Clinton Sparks. We got a segment called Music Biz Weekly. A lot of game dropped there. You're gonna learn a lot of information. In August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, I'll be in Atlanta supporting one of our clients on the tour. So I'm gonna be setting up some meetings. Hit me up if it makes sense for us to meet. What else? August 11th, I'm going to be in New York City for another 2-hour live seminar. This time I'm going to be getting deep into how we grow people's Spotify and Apple Music accounts. So if you enjoyed the last one, you better be at this one. That's going to be August 11th in New York. That's, of course, before the Outside the Box show with DJ Enough and the Heavy Hitter DJs. And then what else? I got an accountant coming in to the Indie Artist Accelerator in August to do a class on accounting, how to track all your expenses, taxes, all that good stuff for the entertainment industry. And if you're watching me on YouTube, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure that notification button as well, especially if you ask me to do a video on some other topic and I do it. I hope you get notified that I dropped the video, because I'm not going to go out, I'm busy. I'm not going to go out of my way and DM you and say, hey, I dropped the video. Sometimes I do, but most of the times I don't. Hit that notification button and do that on Instagram, any platform you follow me on, if you feel I give you valuable information. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another day of Music Biz Daily. Until then, peace.